So Saturday wasn't too bad. Cashed in with my best bet over at DeMarcoSports.com with another one of those rare 30-dime releases, matching the biggest play of my career in any sport. Now 19-9 with them since the beginning of March, as the Phillies on the run line, easy 6-0 winner at Pittsburgh. Yeah, it's nice when they score a bunch of runs in the first inning, and you never have to look back or worry with a winner like that. And then here on the video report, took a split, but cashed in with the one play on the run line, was an underdog plus $1.20 on Cleveland. The other play, Arizona plus 105 on the run line, lost. But hey, I'll take that type of split any day. So here on the video report on a 41-29 roll going into Sunday, and I'm going to take a look at game number 7 between the Pistons and the Cavaliers. I have a strong opinion on that game, but that's not going to be my best bet today. I also have another baseball selection for you for Sunday as well. As for me, another best bet is going to be over at DeMarcoSports.com, another 30-dime release, because you know how I like to press the action when I'm on a roll, and I am certainly on one. It's a 30-dime dog of the day play. And again, 19-9 with these 30-dime plays since the beginning of March in all sports combined. And just like yesterday's, it's going to be another half-price play of the day release. Using coupon code, let's think of something original. Yeah, the word half, H-A-L-F. And that's over at DeMarcoSports.com. And again, for those of you that are newcomers, if you have not ever taken advantage of the 2-day free all-access pass, you can do so, which means you can get my play and all the plays of all the handicappers. One of the big ones, by the way, is Craig Richmond, who has won 11? He's going for NBA winner number 11 out of 13 and his fourth straight 150-dime play. He's never lost one in any sport on the Pistons and Cavs. All the plays of all the handicappers for free, not only today, but any other day in the next 7 days. 2-day free all access pass, no strings attached. Free means free. You see it at the bottom of the screen. And should you ever have any questions, you can always contact customer service. If you've never taken advantage of it before, why not do it today and get my play and everybody else's play for free? Okay, let's get to game number 7 here tonight. It has been an interesting series, that's for damn sure. It looked like Detroit, of course, in game number 5 was going to take that big 3-2 lead, and then they absolutely choked at the finish there, and letting Cavaliers score the final 9 points in regulation and then win it in overtime. I thought Pistons were toast. In fact, I had a 15-dime play. Listen, I'm going to tell you, if you didn't get it, I had a 15-dime play on the Cavaliers in game number 6. And they totally wet the bed. I mean, they just played a horrendous game. Donovan Mitchell, big game situation, failed again miserably. When you get blown out in game number 6 and you're playing at home, how can I possibly come back with you in game number 7? Even if you're getting 4.5 points, even if you manage to win game number 5 in overtime, overcoming a near double-digit deficit in the final 3 minutes, because momentum has clearly shifted in this series. Do I think Detroit is that much better than Cleveland? Not necessarily, but in this particular series, and considering the fact that the Cavaliers' only win in the postseason was when the Pistons choked in the end in game number 5, hey, I've got to go with the Pistons in this particular spot. Listen, Jalen Duren, they actually found Jalen Duren. He was in the witness protection program for most of the entire playoffs. He showed up in game number 6 after being benched all but a couple of seconds for the entire fourth quarter and overtime in game number 5. He showed up in game number 6, 15 points, 11 rebounds, and 3 blocks. And Paul Reed, who has been playing great in the postseason, had 17 points and 6 rebounds. So you put that together, let's do the math, 32 points and 17 rebounds from the center position, and suddenly you had the center position equaling the output that Cavaliers have been getting from Evan Mobley and Jarrett Allen, who combined for 31 points and 14 rebounds. So if you can get any type of protection from those two guys here in game number 7, that's a bonus. And then when you think about it, Cade Cunningham did not play that well in game number 6. You look at the final line score and you see 21 points and 8 assists, but you have to look a little further and you see those 7 turnovers. He's been a turnover machine the entire postseason, and he only had 5 of those 21 points in the second half. But Duncan Robinson, who missed game number 5 with a lower back injury, came back. They had him coming off the bench, however, and they let Dennis Jenkins start. He had 15 points. Robinson had 14 points. But when I look at the bench production, the bench for Detroit, 48 points in game number 6, Cleveland only 19. So that was huge. And the game 5 loss at home, the Pistons were -4 in bench production. Now, the negatives going into this game is that Tobias Harris has disappeared offensively. Such a strong offensive secondary support for Cade Cunningham throughout most of the postseason. 6 straight 20 points or more better games from round 1, game number 3, up until game number 3 of this series. But since then, only 12 points average the last 3 games. 33% field goals, 21 points from 3. Basically, he was a bricklayer the past 2 games. So that certainly hurt the Pistons. And the other fact is that, Cleveland continues to get the benefit of the official's whistle. You would think that the home team would certainly get more calls in this series, but that just hasn't been the case. You would think that Detroit, the so-called more physical team, would get the benefit of the calls, especially with their coach, with Bickerstaff, doing the moaning and groaning. And, every coach does this because they want to get the officials' attention, but that has not been the case either, because Cleveland has taken 59 more free throw attempts in this series. Do I think that's going to change notably tonight? No. But again, I think I've got to go with the Pistons, who went to Cleveland in game number 6 and shot 52% from the field, and Cleveland only 39%. Again, if you can do that in game number 6 on the road, I've got to give you props and say, you got to do it here at home. And Donovan Mitchell, other than that one huge game 4 explosion, I think it was game 4, right, where he exploded in the second half, what has he done the last 2 games? Not a hell of a lot. And game number 5 in regulation, he didn't do much. He came alive in overtime, but 21 points total. Game number 6, the do-or-die game, the guy who has a reputation for not being able to deliver, not being able to carry any of his teams to the conference finals, he no-showed. 18 points, 6 for 20 from the field. Because the Pistons just continually block off the lanes, take away his aggressive drives, and he gets pushed further and further out. So, again, I'm going to go with the Pistons minus the 4.5, and that's going to be your comp play in the NBA. Which brings us to baseball, ladies and gentlemen. And in baseball today, your complimentary play, oh, God. Every time I take the Mets, I seem to lose, but, I'm a glutton for punishment, and I'm going to go with the Mets today, minus the 110 at home against the Yankees. Sooner or later, they're going to let Freddie Peralta go more than 6 innings. I mean, Jesus, this guy had such a great season last year for Milwaukee. He can go 7. He might even be able to go 8. My God, could he actually throw a complete game? He's done it before. Let him do it today of all days, because you used Luke Weaver and Devin Williams yesterday to get the win. Let the damn guy pitch. He's won his last 2 starts. He's pitched well in them. He's lowered his earned run average on the season to 3.1. He beat Detroit at home and Colorado on the road in his last 2 outings. Yankees are not the same team on the road than they are at home. And offensively, the numbers back what I just set up. At home, they are number 1 in the majors in terms of scoring. 6.5 runs a game. On the road, 3.85. I mean, you're talking a huge differential. Nearly 3 runs less on the road. And batting average-wise, 251 in the Bronx, 224 on the road. They're going with a rookie right-hander making just his 3rd start today. You didn't even know who the hell he was before I looked it up. Elmer Rodriguez, who made back-to-back starts against the Rangers, didn't get out of the 4th inning in either one of them, walked 4 batters in each start. I'm getting the Mets, who, again, can't hit a lick, but I'm looking for a low-scoring game, and I'm looking for Peralta to get the win. So, of the 2 plays, which one do I like more? Could I possibly take the Mets as my best play here? No, I can't. I'm going to go with the Pistons. Do I really like the Pistons that much? No, but there's a reason why these are the free picks and not my best bet over at DeMarcoSports.com. So I like the Pistons. I like the Mets. It's a toss-up for how I like them. But hey, I've been doing well in the free picks. So that'll do it today. I wish you well, guys. Good luck and talk to you again tomorrow. Take it easy, guys.